Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're actually going to look at the new Citadel colour website. This has just launched today. GW are going all out on this new painting stuff. They've basically redesigned, they've called it Citadel colour now. I think that's like the new phrase of just incorporating the new contrast paints and the old method of, well, I say old method, the original method of painting, all that kind of stuff. Now I've quickly gone through the website. But again, I'm going to go through it with all you guys because there's actually a lot of cool stuff on here. I myself actually learnt to paint my models through all the Duncan videos, on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, that's where I got my basic methods from, like watering down paints, all the technical, the blood stuff, the like basing snow and all that kind of stuff. This is where I learned to paint. So they do very awesome, great tutorials. Of course, there's other tutorials you can go and find on the internet and, different kinds of painting, stuff like that. But for me, I've always stuck with the Citadel colour range. Citadel paints. Now it's called Citadel colour. I actually stuck with these paints because I do think they're really, really good paints. If I could change one thing about them, it would be the pots that they come in. I still think the pots are absolutely god-awful, and since I've adopted paintbrushing now, I am going to take the superior race high platform of the airbrush race, where everything should come in dropper bottles, because we are superior to everyone else, but that's another argument for another time. Right, so if you actually scroll down the web page, you actually got stuff like, they've got stuff like about your brushes, about thinning your paints, using a palette, and choosing your colours, the painting area, protecting your models, like varnishes and stuff like that. But the really awesome thing I find in here now is that, for example, if we go to contrast paints, and there is videos now on like how to apply stuff. So if we just quickly, if I just turn this down a little bit, so we don't go. Well, I'm not going to go through it all, but there's really good guides now on how to apply all these and stuff like that. So look, like that model there is contrast. It looks absolutely fantastic. They are doing a cracking job. Again, I haven't used them, so I can't really go in fully and say, right, yeah, this is amazing, everyone should go out and buy this, because I myself need to sit down, play with it, and see what it's like. I don't think I'm going to be touching like the Imperial Fish yellows or anything like that, because I've got the yellows where I'm at now doing my airbrushing. But when it comes to chapters which I was too scared to do, like White Scars, Black Templars, these are the most interesting areas for me to see how these contrast paints react, because I really, really, really want to test out that white. Because if the white turns out to some of the stuff that they're saying and some of the pictures I've seen from their white, then I will probably do maybe like a Sons of the Phoenix Force, or White Scars, or Excoriators, something like that, because I've always wanted to do a white power armor chapter, but I've just been too scared to jump in and do it. Right, if we just go back and stuff, and I actually just want to show you some of the more stuff on the website. So if you go down, again, look, like varnishes, glazing, mediums, masking, really good tutorials on masking, applying transfers, faces. They really, really are putting all their money on this, and props to them, because I think this is what was needed. Like, the YouTube channel itself was good, searching stuff on YouTube and everything like that, but having a website where you can just easily navigate to, I haven't actually seen a search bar in here yet, so maybe that's something they could add in the future, because if maybe, say, I want to try and search for Imperial Fists, let's say, and that kind of stuff, I wouldn't really know where to start. Maybe if we go to like paint types is just the actual paint types. If we actually go back up to the top, painting basics, advanced, what's actually the advanced? Oh, the advanced stuff is down here. So basically these links here just link you down there. Discover how. Oh yeah, this is a really, really interesting thing now. So there's two options they're doing now. You have the contrast paints, which is like choose your method. So this is what they're saying now is battle ready. So this is like tabletop standard. Again, you can argue what tabletop standard is. For me, tabletop standard is just getting like one or two colors on there. That's basically tabletop standard for me. This, I would say this is more advanced, but they've gone a step further and they've done a new layer now called Parade Ready. Again, you can go on here, you can like watch all the videos. I'll just quickly mute that so I don't get copyright strikes or something. Good old YouTube. And you can see like the tutorial videos now, like getting this guy into the Parade Ready. Peachy there, of course, legend. And going around, just adding a bit more to your contrast models. But this is the contrast section on it. So if you scroll back up to the top and go to the classic section, now classic is basically what we've been doing all along, you know, just, you know, basing it with black and spray painting it, or, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, base, shade, technical, battle ready. So that is the battle ready they're saying for the normal way of doing it. And if we go down here, parade ready, look, dry layer, you know, layers and all that kind of stuff. So they've got even more guides if you actually want to upgrade, be upgrading your stuff. So it really, really is very interesting, and props to him. Like I said, I'm actually very, very excited for this. Again, I just want to sit down, get some of the paints in my hand, test them out, see what they're like, and hopefully they will have the effects I've been seeing. There was some chap, I think it was, is it Mengel Miniatures? I'm sorry if I'm getting his name wrong or something like that, but I'm sure it was him who painted like a little Skaven rat or something, and he posted it. If I can find the image, I'll try and put it in the background, and it looked absolutely incredible. He said everything was contrast paints, bar the metal, where he actually just used, you know, normal paints and stuff like that, but everything else on it, it looked like a pro painted model. Like it was that level of just awesome. It was so good. So this is getting me excited, but again, touch wood, I just want to get it in my hands and try it for myself before I completely jump in and ride that bandwagon. Alright, Chaperonios, that is me done for another video. I just thought I'd make this just to give you a quick heads up to, if you want to go over, I'll put the link to the website in the description. Tell me what you think. Do you like this website? Do you think it's going to be useful for people? Is it useful if you're just starting now? And again, your thoughts on the actual paint, the new paint range itself, the new contrast paint range. I know there's a lot of people out there that say, no, I'm going to stay with the old method. But for me, I really don't think it's aimed at, like, it will help you out. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to use them. But I personally think this is for newcomers getting into the hobby. And that's good, because that's what the hobby needs to keep going. It needs new players to get in. And once you get over that painting method, because that is the biggest hurdle, really, when you come to jump into this hobby. Once you get over that hurdle, the doors are open. You can have so much fun. You'll have no fear. So any kind of paints, any kind of, you know, abilities, tutorials and stuff like this, they can do to help that person to overcome that hurdle, I'm completely sold for. So let's see what happens, and I think it's all going to be downhill from here in a great fun way. Right, that's me done. I'll stop yabbering along. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.